Today we're going to review some more products, and these particular products are watercolor pencils slash water activated pencils. I have a few brands here to look at. These ones were provided to me by Napid Helix. These ones I purchased from, Michaels. It's the Marvy Ucita Color in Watercolor Twists. The Ink Tint 72 count from Derwent. This was a gift one Christmas from my family. And then we have Crayola watercolor pencils. We have a few colors of the Prima watercolor ones. These were given to me by my friend, along with the Crayolas. And then I have a few of the Faber-Castell Art Grip Aquarels, so we can see how those all work. I'm going to be doing these using a water brush, and you can use any type of brush that you use. You can use any type of brush that you're comfortable with. So let's get my chart out. And we're going to be using watercolor paper today, and I've already got my grid set up. So the first thing we need to do is make sure we know which ones we are working with. Now, granted, these are not all the same price range of pencils. This is a big variety of cost. The Derwent are going to be the most expensive, and the Crayola and the Helix ones might be the least expensive. I'd have to check price on that, but a wide assortment of price points for you to pick from. So we're going to do our Roy G. Biv. And we have the Helix, Marvy, Derwent, Faber-Castell, Prima, and Crayola. Now, I'm sure there's some more products out there that fall into these categories, but I don't have them at the moment. If I do get some later on, we can revisit this video and add to it. So let's go ahead and start with the Helix, since they're already here on the table. And as you can see, the set comes with 12 colors, and you'll notice that I think you can get the Roy G. Biv out of it. Red, orange, yellow, green, indigo. Yeah, there's no brown, so you would have to make brown for yourself if you wanted a brown. Alright, so let's just start by applying the color into the spaces. Red. That looks kind of like a pink. Let's see. That's more of an orange, I think. Yeah. So I'm just putting a bit of color down so that we can activate it with the water here in a minute and see what we think. See what these, it's kind of a nice, well, let's go with blue, violet, alright. Next we have the Marvy set. This set has this nice box with a little flippy lid, and as you can see, it's 24 colors. Comes with a little paintbrush. And the neat thing about these particular ones is they're twist ups. So you twist out what you need and you can put it away when you're done. Alright. Next we have the Derwent ink tints. Alright, now I've already swatched these out onto the lid. It's a trick I learned from the Frugal Crafter. So we're just going to have to try and pick a color that's close on here. Alright, I'm going to go with, this one's Iris Blue. It's a pretty comparable color there to that one. And let's see, red, let's use Cherry. That looks like a decent red. Orange, we're going to use Tangerine. Yellow, we'll use Cadmium Yellow. Green, we're going to use Field Green. Indigo. I don't know on that one. Let's see. We'll use violet for the violet. And we'll use this one that says Deep Indigo for the indigo. Okay. Next one, we are on Faber-Castell. So this one is, they don't do color numbers on these, or color names on these, they do numbers. So this one's 121. Orange, we're going to use 115. Yellow, we're going to use 107. Green, we'll use 163. Blue, we'll use 144. Indigo, I never know what to use for indigo. 136. And violet, we'll use 137. As you can see so far, all of the colors lay nicely on the paper without much trouble. Alright, the Primas we're not going to be able to do the same color with because I don't have all the colors. I just have kind of some flesh tones. So we're just going to get the black, which I should do with the other one, shouldn't I? I'll add the black for each of these real quick and be right back. Alright, I'm back. As you can see, the black is considerably different amongst the different company colors. And I do have this color here for Prima that's kind of a yellow, so we'll put that in there. Theirs are not labeled with the word either, they're numbered. So 16 for the what looks like a yellow, and the black is a 120. And now we have the Crayola brand. And they do have theirs labeled with the word, so this one says red. These are quite nice, soft. Alright, now that we have all of the colors that currently have in possession onto the paper, we're going to activate them with the water and see how they respond. So I've got a bit of towel here to clean my brush with, and this is a Recollections water brush. So I'm just going to get the water going there. Alright. So let me zoom in a bit on this so you can see how the pigment is working with the water. Alright, so we're going with red first. That's coming out really nice. It's dissolving the pigment so that your brush strokes disappear, or I mean your pencil strokes. Watercolor ends did well as well. And of course we have the Derwent. And they blend out very nice. Faber-Castell. All are working really nice here with the blending out and the Crayola. Now this is watercolor paper, so on other papers they may not work as nicely. So here we are with the reds. Okay, I'm going to come back out a little bit and you can see me do the rest. And then we will return to normal speed in the black. Okay, if you've noticed so far, the Helix, Marvy, and the Crayola, when you activate them with water, the color is muted down from the original use. It comes more of a pastel in a sense. Whereas obviously the Inktense is the most expensive one, and it's going to give you the best pigment load. So when you activate it with water, you're not lightening up your color, you are just spreading it around. And they all create a lovely color effect, but as you can see here, see how vibrant the green is with the Derwent, and even with the Faber-Castell aquarels. And the Helix and the Marvy ones almost disappeared as you tried to draw it out. I may have not put quite the same amount of pencil down, but you know, that's going to give you a lighter green in essence when you're doing your work. So still very nice colors, of course, very watercolory effect with those colors, and that's a good thing too. So here we are with the black, and I do believe you're going to get, you know, more of a gray out of most of these as you draw them out. Yeah, see that Derwent, that's very, very rich there. Faber-Castell's pretty decent too. Ooh, the Prima's really nice as well. I'm drawing out a really good, nice dark black coloration. And the Crayola, Crayola's not too bad. So you can see the lighter version of black here, and this one's got kind of a purpley hue to it on the Marvy, and then most of them are a real good black color. So that's, if you want a lighter, you know, more of a watercolory look to your colors as you're blending them out, then these two are obviously really good choices. If you want a real strong color when you're blending out your pencil colors in your work, then the Derwent, Faber-Castell, Prima, so far, I don't have all the colors obviously, but just based off of the black, it looks pretty decent. And even the Crayola has a good strong color. So those are things to take into consideration when you're doing your work. I will work on some pages using these colors and come back to you on that. Oh, my opinion on these is you're not going to want to use the watercolor pencils on lightweight pages that are pretty much copy paper. You're going to want to use heavier weight paper, more like a cardstock coloring book page, or the Enchanted Garden, I think it is one of them, has a nice thicker paper to it that takes water well. But you're not going to want to saturate your page with those waters. You're just going to want to add a little bit, spread your color around, but not drench your paper, or you're going to cause a lot of wrinkling and maybe even pilling, depending on the quality of the paper you have. So take that into consideration when you're trying out any watercolor pencils. Hope this has been informative for you, and please look for future videos and showing more products and other companies that may come in after this, and see how they compare. And if you're not already a subscriber, you can hit that subscribe button down below so that you can keep notifications on future videos for me. Please feel free to comment and like, and I hope you're having a good day. Bye.